Okay, I think now we're live. Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine like 1,000 people hop in right away.
All saying you suck. We
It
hate you.
doesn't. Oh yeah, it says you're live. Damn,
Yeah.
dude, you're almost at 10K.
I know. I know.
Wait, make
Crazy,
a
man.
quick little post if you can.
Well, it pops up, you know. I honestly don't want people to be in here. It'd make
Okay.
me nervous.
All right,
I
let's
think
go.
I think we just try it. All right?
Yeah. Wait, you have to switch back to you for the intro.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh shoot, there's someone in here. Hello.
Oh, we have a viewer. Oh my god. Oh, I'm nervous. Oh my god. Wild and Washed, a YouTube viewer. What's up, man? We're about to do the podcast live. We're scared and nervous for our one
Get your
viewer.
friends, please.
No, don't.
Please do. All right. Let's not. Oh, geez, I can't even talk now. All right. It's only me holding
Lock
down
in.
the YouTube. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Let's go,
All right. Well,
dude.
let's get him what he's paying for here.
All
Hello.
right. Here we go. Welcome back to the Long Two, everybody. We have a very special episode for you today. Max and I are here to talk about the 6 most interesting players in the NBA right now. We each picked a rookie to talk about. We picked a guard/wing, so a perimeter player to talk about, and we picked a big man to talk about. We are going to break down some tape, and we are going to give you guys the goods. Max, how are we doing?
Doing great. If you're on Spotify, this will be called your dad's favorite NBA players because these are some guys that you would get texts from your father about. Some guys that they play fundamental basketball that sticks out to the common father, I would say, Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just because we wanted to give Max the title that he wanted, and so we compromised
Yeah,
with
I
Max
really wanted it
having.
to be that title. And Jordan said that's not YouTube friendly, so had to compromise. So the Spotify and podcast people, you will be seeing this as your dad's favorite NBA players. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. We, like Jordan said, we each picked a rookie to talk about. We each picked a wing/guard, and then we each picked a big to talk about so far. These are guys that have kind of stood out to us over the season. And I wanted to start with VJ Edgecombe, Jordan, the rookie for the Sixers here. I know he has struggled recently, but I really want to talk about him because he has been a lot better than what I thought he was going to be. Now, I thought he was going to be good coming into it, obviously, but he has this more refined offensive game than what I was sort of expecting seeing him come out of Baylor. And I guess you could see that with the first clip here. So you're going to see him at first. He's going to take BI off the dribble here. I'm going to use his quick first step. Can you pause it? Yeah, so right there, quick first step. He gets BI out of position a little bit. Now you're going to see him make contact with Brandon Ingram down at his spot, create some space right there, perfect. And then you're just going to see him use his strength to get some space and hit a nice jumper. And he stays in the air. Can you run back that shot? Look at how long he stays in the air for. Run it full time if you can. He's in
Yeah.
the air for like a full second. Like that is extremely impressive. But that's something that I wasn't sure if I was going to see that coming out of Baylor. I know we saw that in spurts here, but to see him, with this refined offensive game has been really a pleasure. And you're going to see in the next clip here, yeah, just hanging in the air against Orlando. So he's going to get Anthony Black on the switch. Again, he's got that sort of quick first step. That's mostly just because Anthony Black was switching and he was kind of out of position here. But gets that switch on AB, and then he's just going to do a nice little spin move into a turnaround
He's
fade.
just
So
filthy, yeah.
yeah, it's just a filthy shot right there. Again, just adding elements to his offensive bag, to his shot ability there. That's something that I wasn't like. I'm excited to see him do. And with VJ, right, I'm excited for him because he is the perfect person to pair alongside Maxey and Grimes. Those guys are more dominant guards. And VJ, with his catch and shoot ability paired with his cutting and finishing ability, it allows for him to feast off of those the pull that those guys have, like that gravitational pull that they have as offensive players.
Yeah, I
For
think I
example,
think too, like, him coming out of college, it was we were pretty sure he was gonna be awesome off the ball,
yeah,
attacking off the catch. We knew he was gonna be a great defender with how athletic he is, with his intensity, his motor, but, like, the self-creation part of it was kind of the question around VJ, right? And he's answered so many of those questions, just, like, dusting guys off the dribble, all these pull-up jumpers that you're showing. He's been shooting the hell out of the ball from 3 too, so,
yeah,
the self-creation's been a nice surprise, I agree.
absolutely. And he's got 100% of his made 3-pointers have been assisted. So it's
Mm,
not like he's
interesting.
creating a lot of these off the dribble. These are more opportunities that he's getting from the gravitational pull that those other guards have offensively. And then so far, Maxi, VJ, and Grimes, they've played a total of 149 minutes together this season. And in those minutes, their net rating is 18 plus 18.4. It's one of the stronger net ratings on the team. So definitely those three, that's a really solid young core for Philly right now. And he is second on the team in percent of points coming on a fast break with 20.4% of his
Yeah,
points
monster in
coming off the
transition,
fast break.
as it looks like we're
Exactly.
about to see.
Exactly. So yeah, so it's great here. So for me, I know he gets this comparison a lot, right? He gets compared to Dwayne Wade. And here are some clips that just show you why. So you're gonna see the one step dribble into like this
Oh,
inverted.
oh my god. I haven't seen this one. Oh my
Well,
god.
yeah, just run that back at full speed if you can.
That's silly, man.
Yeah, it's just that in like it's an invert. What would you even call it? Like a
It's a little
inverted.
Amen-like. Amen has all these, like,
Yeah,
pound pickups. Yeah, that's
exactly.
gross, dude.
Yeah, so it's just very. I see where the Dwayne Wade
Yeah, the
comparisons are coming.
explosiveness, in
Yeah,
transition off the catch, yeah.
absolutely. And then look at this dunk against the Knicks here. I'll just let this play. This reminds me because I went back. Yeah, just filthy. I went back and watched some Dwayne Wade just to be like, am I? Because we weren't old enough necessarily for Wade in his prime. I would say that where we could remember it, that's pretty Wade-ish right there. It's just an
Yeah.
explosive dunk at the rim. And then the final one, this one. So, Jordan, pause it real quick. This is a nerd highlight. I would think. I think I texted you this right as it happened. Watch how long. So he takes off right under the foul line. Look at the float that he does to get to the rim.
Yeah. Look at where he
The
land where does
float,
he land here? Does he land, like, out of bounds? Just, like,
pretty
behind the
just a
basket?
step. Yes, the float is just like, woo. So
Yeah, nice charge,
with him,
Suggs, that's not gonna work here.
yeah. Nice idea, bud. But yeah, so with this, I mean, he's got this ridiculous athleticism that is gonna, bail him out of a lot of issues that he's gonna come into in the game. And then just the fact that he's refined his offensive game a lot more than what I was expecting has made me really pleasantly surprised with him. He is going to make a living off of what Grimes and Maxi create for him. So I wanted him to stick out. Like for him, the clips you're going to pull for VJ are a little bit different, right? He's not doing a bunch of he's doing a little creation, but he's not doing a ton of creation for himself. It's mostly just those
Yeah.
like little like things that he's adding to his repertoire shot diet wise.
Yeah, I think the Sixers overall have been, like, a really fun
Yeah.
surprise. I don't know, like, when we start talking about playoffs and, like, how far can they go, I don't even wanna think about it, but as far as, like, a league pass team and a regular season team, it's like
Yeah.
they have these 3 guards, one of them's a rookie, who are just so fun to watch. Like, Maxi's gone to a totally different level. He looks like a full-on superstar. The level that he's shooting at, like how fast he still is, how explosive he is, and being that good of a shooter now at this level is incredible. Grimes has been really good. We knew he was good. And then VJ coming in and showing you the stuff he's shown. And then it's like they just bring in 25 minutes of Joel Embiid off the bench and he
Yeah.
scores like a point per 30 seconds. And it's just the weirdest like thing ever. So it's
Yeah.
they're a really fun league pass team, and VJ is obviously a big
Can
part of
we
it.
can we talk about our league pass teams real quick? Because my God, were we wrong about what our league pass teams were going to
Yeah.
be? I had
Yeah.
the Pelicans, the Magic, the Hawks, and Orlando is so difficult to watch right now. We had to watch them for a segment we did, and we watched every game, and it was just like, holy smokes, those guys are tough to watch. Or New Orleans, Jordan, brutal watch. We talked
New
about them
Orleans,
today.
it's kind of the energy, like, the vibes in New
Yeah.
Orleans, they can't get it right.
Hmm.
Like, the crowd is never good, the effort
No.
level even if the effort level is good, it's like, you can't really feel it, it feels like, because the crowd is just, like, so dead all the time, so, yeah,
Yeah.
we missed on the Pelicans with the league pass rankings. I was also really excited to watch the Knicks going into the season, and their
Yeah.
offense has just been so clunky, much like the Magic. I think that's probably a lesson learned for the league
Yeah.
pass rankings next year, like, teams with new coaches and new offenses and new players, maybe give them a minute. But
Well, also with Orlando, they draw a lot of fouls, and I hate watching foul shots more than anything.
fair.
So I think that's kind of an issue that I'm coming into. But if you had told me before the season started that my league pass so far would be Miami LA, Philly, and honestly, I watch a ton of Bucks. I know you do as well. It's mostly because they play at like a pretty opportune time. It's like 7 p.m. on the East Coast a lot, and they're always playing. Like recently, it feels like they've been playing a lot of really interesting
Yeah,
teams.
they've had
So
some fun
watch a lot
matchups,
of
yeah.
them. Yeah, and I watch a lot of Portland as well. Portland is just a team that is always fun.
Yeah.
So and it's been a weird year so far.
All right, let's get back to the tape because it's time to talk about a certain someone who's hanging on the wall right behind you, Maxwell.
My boy, thank you for
Yeah,
him.
we're gonna talk some Con Knipple. I don't know if anybody watching here follows Brett Usher on Twitter, but he posted a really cool video centered around Con Knipple's ghosting and short roll stuff and slipping out of screen. So we're gonna cover some of that right here because it's really fun. And I think Con has made the Hornets such like an even more fun watch than they would otherwise be. This is a league pass team if I've ever seen one. But Con here with Oubre guarding him. He's going to bring him into the action, and Oubre's going to think that he's guarding this pick and roll, right? Like he thinks he has to take LaMelo. Oubre's going to switch up on this, and Grimes is going to be just a step late switching to Knipple, and Knipple's going to take him off the bounce here, almost loses it, but then gets it back, and watch him here. Get to 2, pump fake, gets Grimes in the air. Now he gets Barlow. Now he hits Sion in the corner. Sion's another guy we could have talked about here. He's been fantastic. Next clip, we are going to go with. Okay, so this was like a weird O board sequence, and then Con's going to get this easy dribble penetration, and Looney has to take him. So he drags Looney out, and watch Charles Lee on the sideline. He's yelling for Con to pass it to Sexton. And now I don't have the volume, but he yells slip right here. He literally yells slip right there. You just saw it. So Con is going to bring Looney into the action, and Con slipping out of this. It's like impossible for the big to stay with him and also guard the ball. So again, Con on the short roll, catches it, just gets to the rim really easy. I got some fun Knipple stats too after we get done with the film. And then again here, like he's the screener again. He's got Keontae on him, and Keontae is going to come up and take the ball. Svi's got a switch, but he's a step too late, and watch him get hammered by Kalkbrenner here. And Con, obviously Nurkic is going to be too late getting out to that. Con's going to drain these all day long, make a living off of those. So he's just been awesome slipping out of this stuff. Again, here he's got Keontae. This one's amazing. Slips out of it. He's going to go shot fake, pump fake to the corner, and then come down one dribble. This is like a unorthodox yet also fundamental somehow play. Like he takes this like awkward step with that right foot, but it's how pretty is that in full speed? I could not get over this one. So he's just been awesome in these ghosts and these slip actions. He's got such a good feel for the game that like you can really trust him as a passer. You can trust him to convert on a lot of these short rolls. And it's just weird to see again. So this is another thing that I've noticed. Like when teams put the big on him, they're going to send Con right into these actions, into these ghosts and slips, because it's really hard for bigs to stick with him. So again, just going to slip out of this one. He pops for 3 here, but he's going to drive it and then hit the corner. Pat Connaughton sighting for an open corner 3. So just some great Con stuff there. I do want to give some cool stats. Here we go. Where are my Con stats? Okay. 1.73 points per possession as a roll man, which is 100th percentile, Max. You know what that means? You know what 100th percentile means? That he is the best right roll man per possession in the league. That's incredible. Obviously, it's not on the insane volume, but 1.73 points per possession every time Con rolls. Think about that. Last 3 games, 23.7 points a game on 60.7 true shooting. And he's taken 10.7 threes per game, which I think is awesome. I think that's incredible to get the 3-point rate up and the volume up. So I've loved watching Con this year. What stuck out to you from that little film breakdown?
Well, you mentioned the word fundamental a lot. I think that's why he would be a fan favorite of a lot of the fathers in the audience here, because my God, is that guy fundamental? And I saw a tweet. It was like, or excuse me, an X. Is that what you would call it? A post that basically was saying like Con Knipple is what happens when you're never the most athletic guy in the gym. He's just using his brain more than anyone else on the floor. And he's really just a technician, right? Like he has the ability to just be a really intelligent player and work to his strengths, which I love. I love seeing what they're doing in Charlotte and just seeing everything that he does, because he just plays the game the right way. And he is so beneficial and additive to this Hornets team for sure.
Yeah, I think we knew like him coming in, that was like a buzzword with Khan, right? Like so
Yeah,
additive. How could he ever be like how could he ever hurt a team, right? He's gonna fit in wherever. And now like the fact that he's doing stuff like this, like he's a role man and they're using him in this way, and like it just speaks to it. Like he can play a bunch of different roles. He has such a good feel for the game. So yeah, just good stuff
absolutely.
from Khan.
Absolutely. Okay, let's get to my wing slash guard, Josh Giddey. Feel like we had to talk about him this season.
Josh
He
Giddey
has
has been
been
hooping.
yes, he has been outrageous so far this year. In fact, Jordan, I wanted to ask you this question:
Oh boy.
How good was that OKC Bulls trade back in hindsight? Now, Alex Caruso for Josh Giddey, a very win-win trade.
It looks very win-win. Good point. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think, like, at the time, a lot of people were extremely low on Josh Giddey, and obviously it made sense, but seeing where he's at now in Chicago is completely different, right? So, I mean, when he was with the Thunder, they tried to have him consistently. He would be a screener, or they would have him off ball. They would have him kind of roaming in the dunker spot, and that's just not really what he does best. He does best with the ball in his hands, creating plays. He's number one on the team in usage rate with 27.6% usage rate. He does a lot. He has a really nice two-man game, like a little pick and roll game with Vucevic, which you're actually going to see in this first clip here. Um, so I think the biggest thing that stood out to me so far with Giddey is that he's just gotten better at finishing this season. You can see here he's just going to use the on this play right here. He's just going to use the screen from Vooch, and he's just going to attack Brunson. He gets the step against him, and this is just kind of a strange finish, but it feels like last year this is a shot that he would have missed. I feel like Giddey
Well,
had
when he
got
was with the
open.
Thunder, this stuff was kind of a struggle too, like just making these short little tough shots like this.
Yes. And, like, this is an awkward finish. He uses the glass. He's at a tough angle. Like, the release point is kinda weird because it's pretty
Yeah.
much yeah, exactly, like, adjacent to the rim, or excuse me, where the backboard is. And the fact he's able to just kinda kiss it off the glass and throw it in, he's adding more, like, he's finishing better. He's a little bit more angular with his finish now. He's hitting the right spots in the backboard to get to go in. And then here, I just love this play. So you're gonna see he attacks, the cat switch off the ball screen here. You're gonna see him grab a screen from Patrick Williams. Okay, pause it. So Cat, like he just kind of attacks the angle that Cat's at. Cat closes out a little bit too much, which he has to do now because Giddy's been shooting the ball really well. And he's just going to be able to attack that switch, get here, and then this is where it gets super interesting, right? So watch what happens with OG Anunoby. He switches hands while he's going up, and OG gets like visibly confused and doesn't even contest the shot, and he's just going to bank it in. Watch, like OG gets he like backs away. Like if we throw it in full speed, yeah, see, he kinda, like, backs away strangely. I think he was trying to tag Patrick Williams potentially, but it was either
Yeah, he
that
might be
or,
trying to
like, you
bait
can't
this
tell.
pass and try and
Yeah.
steal this and make Giddey think he's gonna commit.
But part of that is because Giddey's an ambidextrous passer, right? So when he goes up, there is the potential that he can use his left hand as kinda
Yeah,
like a
definitely.
dump pass down to Patrick Williams on the roll, and because he goes up with his 2 hands and then switches to the other hand to finish, like, he makes it difficult for, OG to, fully guard him, right? So,
Mhm.
those are some things I saw with him finishing, and then the other thing with him is the ridiculous passing repertoire and vision. Right now, he's averaging 21.4 points per game, 9.6 rebounds per game, 9.3 assists per game. He's shooting 38.5% from the three-point line. He's got 2 triple doubles, 7 double doubles, and he's second in the league behind Jokic in both double doubles and triple doubles. Um, with Giddey, he is basically like he is the center of what the Bulls are trying to do offensively. And they are sixth in pace right now. They're third in assist percentage. And a lot of this starts with Giddey. He is a great passer in transition. He's a great passer out of the pick and roll. He's a great passer just driving and passing with his vision. So we'll see right here. First off, he's going to just do an outrageous bounce pass to Vooch on the break. I think he gets out of this, and then it's just beautiful. Just a beautiful pass in transition to the cutting Vooch. And there's just a lot of people, like, it looks like an easy pass, but there's a lot of people that are guys in the league that can't make that pass. And you see this Bulls team, they just get out and run when Giddey rebounds the ball or when someone else rebounds the ball because of his vision and his ability to get the ball to where it needs to go.
Yeah, he's always
Now,
had an outrageous feel. He made a he was oh, they were playing the Cavs, I think, last night or maybe the night before, and he drove left, and the bigs, like, collapse on him, and there's, like, this tiny window, and he goes, like, lefty, like, wrap around, kick out to the wing.
damn it,
He
Jordan,
did
that's like the third clip. What the hell?
okay, well,
Yes, that is the clip after this one.
I highly doubt it's the same one. We're gonna see.
All right, wait. You're saying when he goes the
No,
opposite hand?
We'll find out. We'll find out.
Okay, so all right. First off, this one pissed me off because of the camera angle. This was not the camera angle on the broadcast I was watching. I tried to get a better angle. I don't know why. I hate when they switch this angle, but honestly, it helps a little bit because you can see. Look at how far he throws that.
Yeah,
out
the laser.
Just an absolute laser to the cutting Matas Buzelis. Like that is off of a miss.
That's Herder.
Boom. That's Herder, same white guy. And it's so it's just
very different, but okay.
Very different, not the same place at all. Well, I can hardly see who it is because it's horrible camera angle. But yeah, just like an outrageous pass. Those are some of the transition passes here. Now, this is the pass I think you're talking about. It's Chicago against Philly.
No, this is not. They were playing the Cavs when I was talking about, but maybe it's similar.
Okay. So he's going to use the slip and just opposite hand wraparound pass to the corner to Vooch. Just a ridiculous pass. Just great
vision.
This is
a game winner. Yeah. Oh, this is great. This was awesome.
Just an awesome pass from Giddey. Yeah.
He gets Oubre too. Like,
he gets Oubre
back. Not to be able to get guys on his hip with no speed or burst. And then,
well, I think he might have a quicker step than guys give him credit for.
Yeah.
Because he kind of routinely beats him off not beats him off the dribble, but gets the first step on him. And it's also like it's a good slip by Herder.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it's just an incredible, just a great pass, great vision there. And then finally, this one is like what I like about Giddey here is posit. They're just going to run this little set here, and you're going to see Matas just backdoor cut, and it's just a beautiful, like simple pass. He's really just facilitating this offense, letting everything come to him, just working through their actions, working through their sets. And it's paying off because he is running an extremely efficient offense on this really, really fun Bulls team. And it's just guys like what he's doing for them. He's got the higher usage rate. He has the ball in his hands more. He's able to kind of initiate the offense, and it's been really successful. And then this final clip here is one of the reasons why I love Josh Giddey just in general. And it's just because he plays the game really well. So right here, pause it. Okay, so he gets screen off of Herder. He's gonna fight through the screen. Continue. He's gonna help on to Mobley, right? Then Mobley's gonna pass it to Hunter. He's gonna sprint back and try and cover. And then he's gonna cut.
He's guarding everyone. He's everywhere.
Yes. So
Josh Giddey, the defender.
I wrote it out. Yes. So if you're an audio only listener, first off, check us out on YouTube. It's a great time. He's out. Yes, he steps out. If you can't do it, I wrote it down. Okay. He fights through the screen, helps onto Mobley, gets back to cover Herder to close out on Herder, gets beat, recovers, switches back onto Mobley, stays in front of Mobley, and causes Mobley to take a bad shot. All in just like a 10-second sequence here. He basically covers every action that the Cavaliers play. It is just a ridiculous. It's just a ridiculous effort from Giddey here, and it's just one of the reasons I love him. One of the most fun defensive clips you're going to see.
I like that was a great clip. This oh god no. This clip right here reminds me of like. All the Slob Wizard stuff. He is so good at this. Like threading these back doors and these quick reads where like Matas is reading like Ryan's leverage, right? And he's going to cut back door, but Giddey sees all this stuff in real time so well. Like this is why they have him take the ball out of bounds. And if you're Gary Trent, if you give Giddey this much space, like he picks you apart like he's Tom Brady or Peyton Manning. He is so good from these spots. And you see that with all the good passers. Like LeBron is like that. Luka's like that. If you give these guys space to just survey the floor, like something will open and they'll find it. So I just want to go back to that one. But this defensive clip was incredible too.
Well, let's go back to the other one real quick as well. And I think a part of the reason Giddey's been so successful is the Bulls have been hitting some shots. Those guys have been hitting some threes. And if you go back, right, look at the paint. The paint is wide open. Push it forward a little bit.
That's Vooch, dude. That's because Vooch can shoot and Turner's pulled all the way out.
Patrick Williams has hit some threes this season. So Giannis can't fully commit to just leaving Patrick Williams in the corner there. He has to guard up. Everybody has to guard up. And then that's a bit of a top block, right, Jordan, that he gets backdoored on? Or
yeah, I mean, Giannis should help here, but it's
but I'm saying Rollins top blocks Matas a bit, right, to start that play.
Yeah. Right here.
and then he gets backdoor cut on bad. Giannis should tag. He doesn't really, or help. I mean, and then it just kind of falls apart. But it's still it's great vision from Giddey. So that's all about Josh Giddey. I was very excited to talk about him.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I haven't watched enough Bulls. I gotta watch a full game in there soon because what are
They're
they
fun,
first in the
dude. They're
East?
I don't have the updated standings in front of me,
I think
but
they are though. Maybe I don't know. They're close.
they're fun. They're fun, and I enjoy watching the line, which I think that I said going into the season they might be last on my league pass rankings, and now I watched them a ton, so I
Yeah,
was dead wrong
and you
about that
took
one
their
as
under.
well.
I bet you feel silly, don't you?
I do feel silly. I felt really, really dumb. I thought, listen, I thought that there was a lot of bad vibes around the team. I figured that they were just gonna not be that good, and I was dead wrong. And I'll stand by that.
Yeah. All right, that was a good segment. That was fun. Good watching like good passers is my favorite part of basketball. I think.
Oh yeah,
But
I got one coming up.
let's get to my wing slash guard. We got Jaime Jaquez Jr. I've been watching the Heat like I'm a coach on their staff.
Oh yeah,
I have not missed a Heat game. I am all over it, and Jaime's been absolutely electric. Watch here. This ball goes out of bounds. The camera is gonna cut here. Okay, camera cuts to Reeves. Watch where Jaime is when the camera cuts back here at the logo, and then watch how fast this ball gets in the basket.
oh yeah. I remember I was
Watch
watching
it
this
20.
game. It was ridiculous.
Shot clock's at 20. That's an and one. Jaime's pace has been absolutely unbelievable. We'll see some more of it here. He is just grabbing the ball and he is on you. This is off a make again. Like he's downhill. He's going to drag Vando into help here. Now he can kick it out to Bam to attack the closeout. Bam gets to the line. Again, the shot's up at 16 on the shot clock. So the Heat's pace has been unbelievable. This is just a clear out. And this is a big part of the Heat's offense. Like just clearing stuff out and giving guys, one-on-one chances. And Jaime's been probably their best one-on-one player, just going to work against KCP. Nice little soft touch hook there. This time he's got jaw on him. I forget what this one is. I'm not going to lie to you. Oh, I remember. Watch this. This is incredible. He's going to call for a cut from Drew Smith. Watch him call for it right now. He calls for Drew Smith to cut, and now watch Ja turn his head to look at that. Ja's thinking, okay, so he's going to go right. Jaime just beats him left, gets into the. It's a lob for Ware. How awesome is that? Is this a nerd highlight? Yeah. This is great.
That's a nerd highlight. That's a nerd highlight.
Calling for the cut and then getting Ja to relax for a second and the lob to Ware. He's been an unbelievable passer on these drives as well. So that was all the good stuff with Jaime. Now, basically everything has been good, but I was watching a couple games and some teams are like aware of how well Jaime's playing and they're trying to counter it. This is one of the things that teams were going to, that the Clippers went to. They go with Brook Lopez on him because Jaime doesn't have all this like shiftiness. He's obviously not going to like pull up or step back and shoot tough jumpers all the time. So they go with Brook Lopez on him and he kind of bothers them here. Like Jaime's so good because of his strength and his power and explosiveness, but Brook just kind of gets the better of him here. So I just thought that was kind of something like maybe to look for as teams are getting more aware of how the Heat are playing. And then again, like the thing about having an egalitarian offense like the Heat have is like all they're doing.
Hold on. Bring it back. Say that all over again. What are you talking about?
All I'm trying to say is, I don't know if that was the right word or not, that the Heat offense gets everyone involved, right? There's no mismatch hunting. There's very little screening. It's if you have the ball, you're going to drive, right? So, but what that means is you're going to have to drive against really good defenders sometimes. So going at Derrick Jones Jr. here, and Derrick Jones just takes the bump and bothers the shot. So like, it's one of these things where it's like, do we try and get Jaime better matchups? Again, like he has Kawhi on him here. So this is one of the things that you're going to see with the Heat. Like, are they just going to throw their best defenders on Jaime and trust them to play one-on-one? So when you start thinking about how far can the Heat go and like, is this team actually good? What do we actually think of this offense? Like the Memphis offense really struggled last season against good defenses. And we're going to see like if they start playing these other teams that just have really good individual defenders, are they going to struggle a little bit more because they're just basically playing, drive and cut. So, but overall, Jaime's been absolutely incredible. So just have been having a lot of fun watching him.
Yeah, I think we were texting about him during the Miami Lakers game. He's just relentless. I think he had like, I don't know, he had like 20 in the first half in that game, I believe. He was going off, like just extreme like the pace that he's able to play with is awesome. And then he's one of these guys too, just very cerebrally sound. Like he's very locked into the game,
Mhm.
thinks the game, and just is able to outthink a lot of his opponents. So definitely, I know he had a pretty. It wasn't like a sophomore. I guess you could call it a sophomore slump, right? Like
A little bit.
it wasn't the greatest sophomore season for him, but to see him turn around is really nice, and especially with the Heat, like you mentioned, we've been watching them like crazy. I think they're one of the most interesting teams in the NBA with their
Yeah.
new offensive philosophy and everything they're doing every night. It feels like we're in an alternate universe where the Heat are just extremely fun to watch offensively. It's very strange. But
Yeah.
are you ready to talk about Alex Sarr now?
I have some quick Jaime stats. Listen to this.
Yes.
Okay, so the normal stuff like 17 points a game, 62% true shooting, incredible. I was
Mhm.
shocked to see best on-off differential in the entire league, which when you watch
Well,
Miami, you actually do feel it. Like when he comes on the
yeah.
court, things change, but he's a plus 7.7 on offense. His defense is a minus 26. He's like changing their defense when he steps on the floor.
Yeah.
I didn't have any defensive clips, but like apparently he's the best defender of all time. So yeah,
He
just
must talk a
wanted to
lot
point
because
that out.
it's not like he's overly athletic or long
No,
or
it's
tall or anything like
probably
that.
there's probably some noise there, like, it's probably some lineup stuff, and it won't last, but it is incredible. He's a his differential is plus 33.9. Like, it's it's unbelievable.
Well, I guess actually I said he's not that athletic, but maybe didn't he win a dunk contest
Jaime
of
Jaime's athletic,
Yeah, he
but,
is athletic. I meant like I don't think he's like an Amen level athlete,
well, no, he's not a that's what
but
I'm
he was
saying.
in the
He's not like a
2024 slam dunk
ridiculous defender.
contest. Yeah, no, sorry, I was arguing with myself for no reason. Okay, all right, let's talk about the big that I picked here, Alex Sarr of the Washington Wizards. This guy, I made a few videos about him on TikTok last season. I'm very fascinated by him. Zach Lowe said something on the Bill Simmons podcast, or even the Low Post, or not the Low Post, his new
The
podcast. I
Zach
can't
Lowe
remember which
show.
one. The Zach Lowe show, yes. He said Alex Sarr does, and this was before the start of the season. He said Alex Sarr does like 75% of things awesome, and then the last 25% of things he just will like he'll miss the layup or he'll miss the shot or turn the ball over. It feels like this year it's getting close to he's putting it all together and he's doing 100% of everything right. So with him, he is scoring the basketball really well. He's averaging 18.9 points per game, 7.7 rebounds, 4 assists, 3.3 stocks. He has a 54.5% score frequency. So when he has the ball in his hands, he's scoring more than he's not scoring. So for this, like the first thing that stood out to me, having watched him consistently, is some of these shots that he's taking and making, especially initiating in the post. Right, so you're going to see he gets the ball here. He's going to take Mobley off the dribble, just kind of starts with a little spin, just move into, and then just kind of moves into a turnaround fadeaway. Like he loves
That
that
is
shot.
tough. Yeah,
It's
he's
just
hit a bunch of
nasty.
these. He's hit a bunch of
Yeah,
these tough ones.
yeah, and he's 7'2", so there's that. Like it's almost, I don't want to say it, but there's
Say it.
some particular guy in there that kind of another guy who is not listed at 7'2", but is definitely closer to 7'2". He may play for the Houston Rockets, and I know anyone that takes a turnaround fadeaway like that gets compared to that. But it's like there is some aspects of that footwork in there with Sarr. And then the next one here, this is what I like to see. When he came into the league, he was a little bit skinny, right? He needed to add some muscle to his frame. Clearly, he's done that. He's gotten a little bit bigger. You're going to see him bump Allen, right? Who's a very strong guy. And then it's just sort of like a
Oh,
pump fake
footwork.
spin. Yeah. Yeah, it's just footwork. It's kind of like a little pump and then
It's
just kind
just
of
like
like,
added scoring polish, you're right, that he just
yes.
hasn't had. Like, this is a new Alex Sarr. We were not seeing this stuff last year.
Or we were seeing like parts of that like we would see the
Right.
first two sentences in that like movement phrase, but he's not fully like doing what he's doing now, right? Or maybe he would turn the ball over last year, but this year he's taking that shot and he's making that shot. And then this one, right? He takes Miles off the dribble and he's just going to get to his spot, initiate some contact again, bounce off, and just go into a little spin move into a layup. And it's adding that strength, it's adding that confidence that I'm loving seeing from him, right? Just
Look at this
this
little,
against
like,
Miles.
mini, like, extra
Yeah,
pivot. This is awesome. That one right there, like,
yeah, yeah.
that's the killer that gets Miles, and then he's gone. That's awesome.
Because it's not one fluid pivot, right?
Yeah.
He does 3/4 of it and then stops kind of at like 12 o'clock right
Well, you
there.
think he
And
had
then,
some Hakeem offseason work that we didn't hear about?
yeah,
Was he
he
just
might
not
have.
posting about it?
Yeah. Oh, I think that's usually when it actually counts is if you don't post about it.
Yeah,
But yeah,
true.
right there, stops at 12 and then does the full rotation, and it just gets him out of range here. And then this one, just quick first step right here. Hold on, you gotta let the play initiate a little bit. Yeah, so you're gonna get the quick first step right there. Just use cockroach. Like, yeah, he does it so fast he can't even explain it in time. But after he turns, he's going to get to his spot, kind of do, I guess, like a kind of like an inverted up and under. I guess you would call that. What move would you call that? Like a
I mean,
pull
it's just a
through,
little turnaround
turn around. Yeah, something
fade.
like
Like, he
that.
loves these fades, and he's getting so confident with them when they're going in. Like, it's really cool.
Yeah, and then the biggest thing for me, so what I've noticed is they're initiating a ton of offense with Sarr. Well, they're running a lot of offense through Sarr. I mean,
Mhm.
um, you're seeing him score on the short, or excuse me, pass on the short roll. You're seeing him do a lot of just pick and roll offense with their guards, and just they're getting the ball into his hands. They're using him in the action to get people free. And with his passing, like this was something that we were always really impressed with him. I remember watching him, like when he was in France and seeing him get a rebound and just kind of push the pacing and do transitional passing. And he did have like little flashes of passing out of the post and things like that. But this year, it's really coming alive here. So you're going to see here, he's going to slip this screen there, a little ghost, I guess, and then get the ball and just watch this pass that he makes. Like just a really good pass to the corner once he kind of gathers.
Yeah,
Just a
it's good
very
stuff.
good pass to the corner, like just keeping his head up, knowing the flow of the offense, and just taking his time getting the ball over there. Like I feel like last year off of that spin, he would have taken that shot, and maybe he makes that shot, but like he just passes up a good shot for a better shot right here. Um,
Yeah, I love it.
yeah, so just like a really really solid pass there. And then for this one, like he's gonna let the play develop here. And again, just sort of like Giddy, just lets the play develop. He's gonna hit Bilal on the cut and just do a really nice bounce pass. And every time I'm like you have to remind yourself this guy's 7'2", and he's doing stuff like this. That's what makes it so interesting, right?
Yeah, definitely. Skilled bigs are, you know, the future.
Absolutely. So then here, he's gonna slip the screen again, just kind of right there, or ghost, yeah, and then get the ball, and then just a
Oh,
beautiful pass to Trey Johnson in the corner off the bounce. It's it's incredible. Just keeping his head up, knowing where everybody is on the floor, getting to his spot, forcing defenses to collapse or make a decision here, and taking advantage of their collapse on defense. That's just a great pass from him.
yeah,
Um,
he's looking him off here too. I also do think, like, your point about him turning it over, this is one, like, Bridges is swatting at it, he's protecting the ball,
yeah,
and he's looking up here to whoever just passed it, and then he's gonna look at Middleton, but he's gonna throw it to the corner, like, that's getting to be some high level stuff. That's very cool.
absolutely. And they just, like I said, they use him, they run a ton of screens, and he's just always involved in that action, whether it's as the screen man, as or even as the ball handler in some of those. And it's fascinating to see what he's able to do because when he elevates his passing game, right, like that makes him an even bigger threat. So then, for example, with this one here, you're going to see actually, this is a clip of him blocking that I was really excited about right here. So
Yeah,
he's
good
just going to
stuff.
block Jared Allen. And I wanted to talk about his defense. This thing, I feel like this. I haven't really seen this anywhere. He's averaging he's averaging 3.3 stocks. I think it's like 1.5 blocks. So actually, he's averaging 2.3 stocks. My apologies, but he's doing it on 1.4 fouls a game.
That's awesome, yeah.
1.4. That is incredible. He is not fouling as a big, which I mean, if you got like, for example, Jaron Jackson, he's probably averaging what 5 fouls a game. It
Dude,
feels like he
Cat's
fouls
gotta
out
be
in the third
averaging, like,
quarter.
5.8.
Cat's out there. Keyshawn George is averaging 5 fouls a game. I'm pretty sure. And for your big man who has the potential to be one of the better rim protectors in the league, um, to average that many blocks. He's registered 2+ blocks in 9 straight games, which marks the longest current streak in the NBA currently. So
Hmm.
he's doing really really impressive block like things defensively. And what I'm liking from him is that we're starting to see him really be this rim protector. Right, he added a little bit of muscle to that frame. He's able to kind of bang down low, take some you know take a pounding and able to block the offensive player there. So first we'll see. Go ahead and play that.
That's just incredible. That's just incredible movement skills. He's turned all the way around. Look at this. I'm gonna
Yeah.
freeze it when he's turned.
Yeah, just completely out of position, and just meets him at the spot,
So
and is
awesome.
able to just kind of fix it and just send it out of bounds. So
These guys are
awesome
such
there.
freaks, dude. Like,
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
unreal.
It's amazing. It's unreal. And then here you're gonna see this one's awesome. So he is out of position again. Well, he comes over to help on this. He's gonna leave Hartenstein, but he's gonna affect this shade drive right here, play it through.
Mm.
Like he affects it, but he rebounds himself and then just goes and blocks Hartenstein's shot. Like it's
Yeah, that's
ridiculous.
incredible. It's
That's what
so
you
good.
want right there. That is what you want in a rim protector, like a guy that is athletic, versatile, mobile. He has a good second jump. That was a second and a third jump, I think. Like just
Again,
as
not
a team,
fouling, like straight up right
yes,
here as Hartenstein's like gathering, and then he can go up and get this. It's so good.
yes, and he's not fouling Shea too, which is
Yeah.
very difficult to do. So,
Yeah, very, very hard.
yes, very, very hard. So, extremely excited about what we're seeing from Alex Sarr, because this guy has potential to be something like with his body shape, be something really freaky. Like, what do you think a ceiling would be like for him?
Ooh, I don't know. Wait, let's go back to that draft. This was Riza Shea number 1, Sarr 2.
Yes,
Um,
Castle.
Castle, Klingon went like 9th. Are
I think
we
Klingon went 11th.
okay? What? Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yes, sorry.
I thought Klingon should have gone first that draft. Clearly, the NBA franchises were on a totally different page.
Jordan, he went 7th. I apologize.
Okay, he went 7th, but Sarr is like, is he the best player from that draft right now? I don't know.
Okay, that's a good question. So let me read through. So it's Ricochet, Sarr, Shepard, Castle, Ron Holland, your guy Salon. Is it Salon is Salon the best in the draft? He might be the best in the G League draft. Klingon, Rob Dillingham, Zach Edey, Cody Williams, Buzelis. I don't know
Ooh,
why
that's
the
a
B
good
is
one.
so hard on that,
Yeah,
but
that's a good one.
I think Buzelis is the I don't
I
Khalil
think people
Ware,
are probably
McCain.
gonna go Castle there
Yeah.
because of I don't know. He just
Damn, that was
makes
a
good
draft with
plays,
AJ
but
Johnson.
AJ Johnson. Get that guy some more
Dude,
run.
wait, so this is their second season. Why did they why did this I remember being live and them taking AJ Johnson and being like, so you guys need players and you take the most not NBA ready player
That
in
was
the
the
first
Bucks,
round.
though. The
That's
Bucks
what I'm saying.
drafted him. Yeah.
I know that's what I'm saying. They needed players because they were so old and they needed guys that could plug and play. And this is like Isaiah Collier goes after, Terrence Shannon Jr. goes after, Dylan Jones, Keyshawn George goes after, like sorry, Kyle Filipowski, like Kolek,
They
Furphy,
all went after AJ
um,
Johnson?
AJ Mitchell went to 38th.
That's
Damn,
just
dude.
that's a Presty gem.
Dude, AJ Mitchell got drafted by the Knicks at 38th, or Knicks 38th, and then Keyshawn George got drafted to the Knicks 24th, and they traded both picks.
Mm.
That's tough. But yeah, so I guess like if you to kind of bring it all the way back, I would say I think it's Matas 1, and then maybe Steph 2, Sarr 3. I
Yeah, the
love
point is
Ricochet.
he's in that conversation, which is
Yeah,
good. Like, this is what if you're a
absolutely.
Wizards fan, you're really happy to see some development from him, so
Yeah. I said he got drafted out of Perth. I could have sworn he was French. I guess I'm wrong about that. Wherever
You
I was
don't know
watching
about
him
anything, dude.
internationally. Yeah, apparently I didn't watch him internationally. I definitely remember watching his tape, but nonetheless, yeah, Sarr. But in terms of upside, Jordan, like, what do you think? Because I have a name in mind, and I want to see if you
Say the name.
are on the.
I haven't watched enough Wizards to have a full opinion on it.
He's not quite. He's not exactly like the same sort of.
Oh, you're gonna say something
Build.
outrageous.
Yes. Yeah, because this guy shoots better than he does, and I don't know if he'll ever have this shot, but it kind of is a little Evan Mobley.
Yeah, Mobley's
Evan
like
Mobley.
Mobley's like a next level defender though. Like Sarr is
No, that's what I'm
fun,
saying.
he's good,
Like
but
upside of Sarr. I'm not saying right now. I'm saying
yeah, Mobley's just a
what could
special
be.
like mover,
I
and at
understand,
that size, like the fluidity, the bounce, the strength. But I
but
get like that idea of like a defensive anchor who can also make
yes,
shots and be a scoring option. I
it's also
definitely see that.
it's also year. This is year 2 now, right?
Yeah,
Or year 3?
yeah.
Year 2. So it's a lot of time to get there. I'm saying I think that that's something that we could be getting to. I could be off kilter. I could be completely off base. I know people love Evan Mobley. I love Evan Mobley, but I feel like that's something there with the body type reminds me of him.
Yeah.
And those turnaround jumpers, those turnaround fade jumpers, those kind of remind me of that as well.
All right.
So now that I've compared him to KD and Mobley, let's fucking I think I've lost all credibility here, guys.
Kind of went negative on Star there. Sorry about that, guys.
I wish. Good thing it's live.
There's only 4 people. We'll be all right.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, let's talk about a guy with literally no ceiling, Victor Wembanyama. These last 4 games, people, have been a struggle. Since that Suns game, Jordan Ott coming out with a game plan, putting the wings and the guards on him, switching everything, not letting him touch the ball. He's been really struggling these last 4 games. He's averaging only 3 assists to 5 turnovers, and shooting 48.2% true shooting. The Spurs are 2-2 in the last 4. So we're going to get into some good, some bad with Wemby. We'll start with some rough stuff, right? So again, this is the game plan against Wemby. Like in the Houston game, it's Okogie. Okogie is going to push this all the way out to the logo. And then think about like what it means to have a small guy on him, right? If this is, say, Steven Adams, if it's Kevon Looney, are they pressuring out here? No, right? They're sitting back at like just in front of the 3-point line. But Okogie can pressure, and he's going to, Wemby's really struggled to take care of the ball against all these active hands and these small guys, these strong guys. So, like, it's a bunch of this stuff is just stuff that Wemby needs to work on. Again, he's going to get met like as soon as he crosses half court. Wemby is not used to getting met like this, I promise you. And this stuff has just bothered him. Now he's going to get the switch here, and he's going to get the Şengün matchup. They get him the catch that they want right around the elbow. But now this is another part of his game that you're going to need to see some improvement on. KD is lurking over, but Wemby is just going to think like, I haven't touched the ball. I haven't scored enough. I got to get to the rim against these guys. And it's not until like right here that he's like, oh shit, I got to bail out of this. And then KD makes a great play to get his hand up and take that pass away. But like, this is the development, right? Like in the future, I promise you, Wemby is going to see KD here, and he's not going to think score. He's going to think he's going to turn this dribble into like a fake drive, right? Just to lure KD over just enough. And that ball's going to be out right now. It's going to be in Barnes's hands. So, again, this is stuff that's leading to the turnovers, like these late doubles, these quick doubles. And KD, obviously, great play there. Like, not everybody's going to be able to get a hand on that. Again, it's Saddiq Bey on Wemby. He's going to watch him push this catch out. Wemby starts all the way like on the baseline, and watch where he ends up on this catch, because Bey's just going to be physical on him and push him all the way out. Again, Wemby is not seeing Herb Jones lurking over on this double. He's just trying to score. And it's like, you put the ball down against these wings and against these guards, these active defenders, he's getting poked. So it's going to be about him like seeing this stuff before it happens, right? Have you noticed this stuff, Max?
Yeah, he doesn't seem as like, it feels like there's a little bit of a confidence thing. Like he's just seeing stuff that he hasn't quite seen before, like you mentioned.
For sure.
And
it's an experience thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like, this is stuff that he will get better. Like, I'm very confident in him as a player, and he's got like a freak brain. He's going to be able to download this information and make changes and be better from it. But from right now, like that is starting to affect him. Like definitely affecting him for sure.
Yeah. So we saw some of the turnovers. Again, this is a great catch. Like, this is exactly where you want to get Wemby the ball. But again, this double is going to come, and this time, like, Wemby sees it, but watch how quick he picks up his dribble here. And then he just like, from this position, what are you going to do? He ends up in a like falling away, fade away. Like, this is where we're going to start to see some scoring polish development, right? Like, you got to find a way to have Saddiq Bey on you. You have to find a way to score this ball. Or like, if you want to kick this out to Castle, sure, it's the easy pass. But we're not going to be wanting these falling fadeaway runners contested, right? I promise we will get to some good stuff.
You might get canceled, dude.
No. I love Wemby.
I'm down on Wemby.
Wemby guy. No. Everybody's the Wemby guy. But
did you call the 7'6" unicorn being good?
Dude, I was way early on Wemby. Who
tweeted that? There was it like Michael Irving or something tweeted? He's like, I told you motherfuckers Wemby was gonna be good. And someone quote tweeted it and was like, yeah, oh, the 7'6" guy that hits threes and dribbles and dunks on everybody. Go figure. That's crazy.
Yeah, no. Very
seen that. Savant.
Absolute basketball genius. Okay, here is some good stuff. So He's gonna get Şengün. This time, like, Amen comes to double, and this ball is gonna be out. And just watch, like, the ball movement sequence from the Spurs. So I think as more and more of this stuff happens, as he reads these doubles and gets it out, and they start to make shots, like, he's gonna start to trust his teammates more. This is a great seal. This is stuff that I want to see more from him. So deep on the baseline, the paint is empty for once, and it's just Wemby one-on-one, and he has struggled to,
Look at
like,
his stride.
oh, well, yeah, it's ridiculous, but he's struggled to use it to get this post position, right? He gets it here, on a man. You can just throw it up to him, and then just, be Wemby, be 7-6, right?
Yep.
Oh, this one's fun. So I like him as the screener. So teams are basically switching everything involving Wemby, whether it's on ball or off ball. But when he's the on ball screener, it's a lot easier for him. You see, like, Booker's sagging off a castle, right? So as Wemby sets this screen, he's already got good post position. He can get this catch, and now he's gonna go quick and beat the double. Dunn was coming on that double, but Wemby can beat it. He does get away with the travel here, to be fair, but it is a good pass and a good read. Barnes drains the three. Again, so Wemby as the ball screener, he's gonna get Dunn on him this time. And then I love this like working together by the Spurs. So as Wemby is posting up, right, Champagne's gonna come up and lift, and he's gonna come get this ball. And now that side is totally clear for Wemby. They get him a good catch. Again, he goes quick to beat these doubles. Like, you've seen him wait a little bit as those doubles get there. Then he tries to go, he turns it over. If he catches it here and there's nobody there yet, then yes, I love him going quick, right? And making great passes. The Spurs move it. Another great look, and they knock it down. So just a lot of interesting stuff to think about with Wemby.
Absolutely. I think we can have a running weekly segment on how a weird thing that
Wemby's development. Yeah.
Jordan, I wanted to do something here. So we have a few people in the room. I think it'd be fun. Why don't we open up the stage to add one other person? And if you know how to do it, just hop on the stage. Maybe we can get someone in to ask some questions if they want to. If you don't have to, we can let it sit for like 30 seconds, and if someone hops in, we can. And we can kind of answer any questions you may have, probably for Jordan, because he's the hot shot over here. So he's
anybody have any hot
takes? Yes. Let's listen to some hot takes. If you guys have any hot takes, either put them in the chat or hop into the stage if you can, and we can kind of discuss here.
There's only 6 people, so we might not get one. Shy of a room here, but
yeah. But in the meantime, I have some stuff. So Orlando lost to the Celtics today, Jordan. I think.
They did.
Yeah, they lost today, 111-107. I have to watch the game still. But a little like, it's starting to get a little interesting over there in Orlando. Like, I think there's some issues.
I think it's been interesting, right? They did get a good win. Was this a back-to-back for them? They might have played yesterday, and they beat who? Like the Hawks or something?
They played the Hawks and the Celtics twice. That's kind of ridiculous. No, they didn't play yesterday.
Oh, really? I thought they won their last game, whoever it was.
No, they might have won. Yeah, they beat the Celtics.
Well, yeah, they beat the Celtics. That's right. Yep.
Yeah. Any hot takes, anybody? No? I got more if we can. Do
you have any hot takes, Max?
Not hot takes, but I have a question. What is the chance Ja is traded now? I think we should do this as a weekly segment because
no, I think it's gone down since our last pod. He's been playing hard. I was just watching the OKC Grizzlies game, and Ja, I mean, I was only catching like a little bit of it, but he was at least playing hard. He was engaged. He made an incredible like over the head backwards pass. I think he's good. I think they're going to be fine. Like, what do you think?
Are you worried about Isolo, the coach?
No, I think it seems like they worked it out. Like, it was.
Well, on Twitter, everyone hates him, or X. Everyone, like the Grizzlies. Yeah, the Grizzlies fans do not like him at all.
It seems like the whole team was kind of behind Ja from the like weird Twitter rumors that we're hearing. Like, everybody's mad about the rotation being so short, and nobody being able to get a rhythm. But I think Isolo is like listening because Ja's gotten a lot more minutes. So
I know that clip went kind of semi-viral of him talking about like dealing with difficult members on his team, saying like he'll tell you you're difficult, and if you're good, like you can maybe work through being difficult, but if you're not good, like it's going to be an issue. I know he's also talked a lot of hopped in because I saw the Spurs tape. Oxion, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. they just put in the chat, hopped in because I saw the Spurs tape. I'm very biased as a Spurs fan, but I think they're a lot better than a lot of people give them credit for. I loved what I've been seeing from our whole roster. What do you think about that?
I don't know if people aren't giving them enough credit. I feel like everybody's in on the Spurs. They're second in the West. I don't like the record. I think is a little bit gaudy. I don't think they're the second best team in the West. But like I'm with you. I love the roster. I love their defense. I love that they have all these athletes and like hard-nosed, like dogged defenders around the best defender in the world. Like that's going to be a good recipe for regular season wins. So, in terms of like the offense, I mean, it's going to be ugly some nights. I think it's going to get potentially even uglier than it is right now. But like, yeah, I'm with you, dude. I love the Spurs. I love watching them. Wemby's going to get better. Wemby's going to start figuring out these doubles, and I genuinely think that all these double teams are going to turn Wemby into like an unbelievable passer, like a next level, like top tier playmaker at some point in his career. I don't know if that's going to be by the end of this season. I don't think it will be, but I think you're going to start to see him make all these like quick reads, and you're going to see the beautiful ball movement sequences. So, it's not perfect with the offense right now. Like the shooting, I guess, is still a real concern for that entire offense, and Wemby learning to deal with all these new coverages is a real concern. But overall, I'm with you. I love the Spurs. I think they're, a tough out in the playoffs at this point, but I wouldn't go beyond that. Like, do you think they're the second best team in the West? Do you think they're going to make a conference finals? Because I don't think I see that.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I don't see the second best team in the West, but I don't know if that's what you're saying. But yeah, I mean, like it's still Thunder. I would still have the Nuggets. I know the Nuggets have been. Have you watched a lot of them, Jordan?
Sorry, the Nuggets?
Sip. Yeah.
Not as much as I'd like to. I have watched a good bit though. I think they have their top 3 offensive rating. Their offense is ridiculous.
Yes.
Jokic had a couple like non-insane Jokic games to start the year, and Cam Johnson's been struggling a little bit. When Cam gets going, it's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I would still put the Spurs behind them. I would still have OKC obviously number 1. What they're doing. I mean, we talk about this all the time. Like you'll be watching a game and you're like, they're not even injured, and then you're like, wait a minute. They don't have Chet. They don't have J-Dub. They don't have whoever. And it's like you don't even realize because of how good they are as a team. You just assume they have everybody and they're fully healthy. But I still have to say, go ahead.
The other night, like everybody was out and you were watching and you were like, damn, the Thunder aren't, I can't believe it's like a close game. And it's like, they had like Dort, Caruso, J-Dub, a couple other guys all out, and it's like, well, yeah, Aaron Wiggins has 27 and they won by 10. And it's like, it's unbeatable.
Yeah, and AJ Mitchell is just ridiculous, and everything's going crazy. So yeah, I don't know. The Spurs are gonna be interesting. I think like I'm really excited to see how they work De'Aaron Fox into it too, or back into it, I guess, because he is gonna be someone that like it is going to be he needs the ball in his hands. Like, how do you think it's going to work with Wemby?
Well, he came back the other night, and I didn't.
He played well.
Yeah, he played well. It looked like he had a really good stretch there. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I mean, now Harper's out, so like, it's still like we're not going to fully answer the question of what it looks like with the 3 guards. I personally like De'Aaron Fox was doing the press conference, and they kind of asked him something, and he was like, "Yeah, well, I'm really good at basketball, so like I kind of just do that, And it's like.
Fair.
Kind of a fair point. Like De'Aaron Fox is really good at basketball. He's going to figure it out. It's going to be totally fine. And yeah, when we talk about all these doubles with Wemby, like it's going to be helpful to have an, all NBA level scoring guard to attack off the closeout, right? Like I think he's going to absolutely help their offense. Hopefully he stays healthy, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's the scary thing, right? And I think, learning about him, Windhorst did like a really good piece on him a few years ago. Talking about how he like stayed with Wemby in France for a while, and the way they just kind of describing the way he takes care of his body and everything. I really hope he's going to be taking care of himself, and I think he's going to be generationally good and just be healthy. So that's what I'm worried about, or not worried about. I think he's going to be all right. This is for my friend Derek. He's probably going to be listening to this later. Huge Mavericks fan. Have you watched any Mavs? Not a fan. Okay, wait, hold on. Mr. TD just put in the chat he's not a fan of the Wemby Fox combo.
I'd like to hear some elaboration, but
yeah. Mr. TD, are you able to hop in on this, or
if you're on YouTube, I don't know if you'll be able to hop on the stage. Okay. You guys should definitely download playback and join the stream from there so we can get some real convos going. But I honestly, I don't think we've seen enough of the Wemby Fox combo. I am bullish on it because I think two really good basketball players tend to just figure things out. Now, when you talk about like the fit overall, like do Castle and Fox fit together? Do Castle, Fox, and Harper all fit together? That we can start having some discussions. But like Fox plus Wemby is going to be awesome. I would be hard pressed to think that Fox plus Wemby is like anything but.
Um, did you ever see that thing where they were worried about the fact that I guess Fox is since he's left-handed and Wemby does a lot of like left-handed dunking, there's something wrong with it. They were worried about the rolling, the
Dude,
pick
what are
and
we
roll game
talking
with.
about? I think
I know, and
you're
Harper's
gonna
lefty
be
too, so
okay.
it'd be like the same thing. But maybe
Also,
that's what Mr.
through the
T was alluding to.
first whatever how many games the Spurs have played, Wemby has been missed by his teammates more than
Oh,
any 7'6" human being has ever been
dude,
missed.
it's
Like
it's
he's
slightly
he's
better than
like
last
this
year,
wide
but
open in
it's
the paint, and guys don't see him. Obviously, that clip goes viral of Harper missing him on the lob.
yeah,
It's not a big deal, one clip, but like they actually have not been hitting him. So like if De'Aaron Fox comes in and just throws him a couple lobs, like it's gonna look even better because nobody's been able to connect with him at all.
yeah, definitely. And then Oxion, sorry again if I'm mispronouncing your name, said, I can kind of understand that it hasn't looked good so far for sure, but Wemby has had some off nights. I would expect it to look a lot better when Wemby can really get going. Yeah,
Yeah, the
agree
question
with
is
that.
how
I
does
think
Wemby really get going? Like, does that mean developing as a passer? Does it mean just making more shots? Like, can they find ways to get him better touches and ISOs? I don't know. I
yeah.
agree with you, but
I mean, we saw what they did to the Mavericks
well, yeah, but that's like
shocking.
he's got Lively on him, and then Jordan Ott comes out and he's like, "Nope, we're switching everything, and we're starting with Royce O'Neal. Now you have Ryan Dunn. Now you have Grayson Allen. We're just gonna push you everywhere and not let you catch the ball." Like, so
Yeah, I mean, it definitely that was an interesting move from them. Excited about that. So the Mavericks, my buddy, I would like to see a okay. Mr. TD just said I would like to see a better shooter and someone closer to the Wemby timeline.
you go.
Okay,
You talk about the timeline.
me.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. Now we're getting a bunch of comments. This is pretty cool. Okay, timeline. Um, I am not a timeline person where I tend to believe that you should not add veterans to the team because you think like you have a young core and you want to build around that. I think it's okay to add people with playoff experience, and I'm not really necessarily super worried about the timeline things. With De'Aaron Fox in particular, which is what I'm assuming Mr. TD is alluding to, I can see how you kind of get there because he's getting up there a little bit in age and he does have that injury history that is a little bit scary. That being said, I'm not worried about timeline with this team in terms of well, I guess I'm wondering what he means by the timeline. If you mean closer to the Wemby timeline, do you mean like younger? Because if anything, I would like for them to get a little bit older because it seems like they are close to being, a legit contender. And if you're a legit contender, you're probably looking to add a little bit older guys than those younger guys because those younger guys that don't have that experience don't tend to work out as well in the playoffs.
Yeah,
So
I totally agree with that. First of all, De'Aaron Fox is 27. It's not like he's 33 and he's gonna be really bad in like 2 years. Um, Now the fact that they hit on Harper makes things really interesting, but I'm with Max. Like Wemby is this level of player. We all think Wemby is like at worst top 10, at best top 6, right? When you have that level of player, you go and you make the playoffs every year and you try and win as fast as you possibly can. So
like
I'm with that.
I'd honestly be closer to packaging your younger players together to get a more proven
Dude,
star than I
like
would be.
people are so down on Fox, and I do wonder if
Yeah.
Castle ends up being the trade piece. Like Harper looks like
Yeah.
he's
Which
like
is
that good of
crazy.
a prospect, and he came in. I know he got hurt, but like however many games he played, like 4 or 5 games, looks like he's gonna
Yeah.
be really, really good and a really good fit with Wemby. Castle, like everybody likes Castle, right? But does he
Yes.
make sense on this roster? And could you go, like you said, package Castle with somebody and go
With
make
Carter
this an even
Bryant, and
better
it's
team?
like 2 young guys that are interesting that, like, what does that get you along with all of those picks, right? Like, what if it's something like, okay, we just saw what Jordan Ott did to, if what we just saw sorry, I just saw Mr. TD's text in the corner popped up in it. Give me 1 second. So, what if what Jordan Ott did to Wemby, the Spurs see that and they're like, "Let's just package everything we have and go get Giannis." Like, that is I that's very far-fetched,
Yeah.
but that's something that is like they could literally go get someone else and just kinda change the team on the fly. Um, Nicholas F., we are going to answer your question because I love that question so much, but we just want to put a closing thing on the Spurs here. Mr. TD said, if the Spurs think they're in contention, then yeah, Fox and veterans make sense. Just not there with the Spurs yet. I think that's totally fair, Mr. TD. Like, I can see why you're not there yet because they haven't done anything yet, and this is a really difficult West. So I see what you're saying there. Nicholas F., I love this question. He said, hey, random question, but I've questioning recently why it seems like quick offenses like the recent Halley Pacers leads to less turnovers than slow-paced current Clippers type offense. Jordan, I think you should take it. I have a thought, but you go ahead.
I don't think anyone was saying to trade Wemby, Oxyon, just to be clear.
No, we would not be trading Wemby. Sorry, I didn't. Maybe I didn't make that clear. I meant trading a bunch of assets to get Giannis to pair alongside Wemby. We would not be trading Wemby. You do not trade Wemby. That would be worse than trading Luka. Do not. That is not what I said. Please do not click that.
To the Nicholas F. question, I would be curious, first of all, if there's any data to back that up, because it is interesting.
Yeah.
But let's try and go through the thought process of why it would be true.
Well, my guess is when the defense is set longer, and then you can kind of react to the different actions that are happening. Whereas when you're in a fast break or fast paced offense, you're working on using your speed to get people out of position, and you're kind of attacking those, those differences when you're out of position would be my guess. But what do you think, Jordan?
No, I think that's fair. But then again, like, okay, so the Celtics are a classically slow-paced team.
Oh.
They have the lowest turnovers in the league right now. So that's interesting. Yeah. Thunder have the second lowest. And then if we go to the highest, like the Blazers are top 4 in turnovers. The Wizards are the highest. The Rockets, Jazz, Blazers, Lakers, Hornets, Clippers. See, this is interesting. Like Miami is way down, looks like right around average, and they're way ahead in pace. So I don't know if there's really any full correlation there. I would love to dig deeper into that, but I do think like fast-paced offenses as a whole are just going to get more and more popular. Yeah, because like what Max said, if you're getting into actions quicker, you're getting shots up quicker, you're not, making as many passes, you're not having to deal with the ball pressure for as long, right? You're just getting up and down. So it's a good thought.
Yeah, I like that thought for sure. Mr. TD said quicker shots equals less turnovers too.
Yeah.
Sort of along the lines of what we're saying. Just bro science. Yeah, definitely bro science. Yeah, layups are easier too, things like that. Jordan, have you watched any Raptors?
Have I watched any Raptors? Yes, I have, but again, we were texting about this earlier. Like, I know the Miami Heat, like I'm on the staff. Yes. And I know like the Bucks, I know the Rockets. I've watched so much some of these teams. The Raptors I've probably watched maybe 1 or 2 games like a week ago. But why?
I'm into them. I don't know what it is. Like I like watching
league pass ranking. Are they top 5?
They're not top 5. I would say they're like I don't know. I think
the Raptors are not a Max Lebelzik team. That's
I know. Shocking. That's why it's weird that I like them. But
toys.
Dude, they're very fun. Like I like I'm really into the Scotty Barnes experience this year, which is weird because I've been one to be kind of lower on him. But I'm liking what they're doing there. And then I mean Barrett drives me nuts. I always really like watching
RJ shot.
Barrett does drive me. RJ's one of those guys where you look up and he has 25 points and you're like, I don't remember a single shot that he hit. And so I don't know. He's always true. Transition, yeah, a lot of transitional shots, a lot of back cutting, things like that. Hot take or not from Mr. TD, Hawks are better without Trey. Without Trey, they have better ball movement and defense.
The defense is so good. Wait, some of the lineups they put out are unreal. It's just all the long, athletic, huge guys. Steph might go for real. Me too.
Steph might go for real. Yeah, he's pretty fucking awesome. I think he's definitely I don't disagree. In terms of the Trae Young, better without him. Oh, dude, it's difficult, right? Because defensively, their offensive stuff, like they kind of need him initiating. They do, because like Dyson just isn't there yet. Like I would like to see him take that step where he can kind of take the full load of an offense as a facilitator and kind of really get everyone up and running. And I've seen Jalen Johnson make some good strides in that. But
So
I don't know.
they are in the
Offensively,
last 4 games. I don't know if that's exactly how many Trey has missed, but they are 20th in offensive rating, and they are
yeah,
13th in net rating, which means their defense is 6th without Trey. So that kind of checks.
yeah. It's that does check. I texted you. I love the Dyson, Ricochet, Jalen Johnson, Chris Stapps, and Nah lineup.
Yeah,
Just incredible.
and then they can just sub in like Okongwu or like
Yeah,
I don't know whoever else. But yeah,
yeah.
they can put
Um,
together some defensive lineups. Dyson's been fucking unbelievable. Like
yes,
every time I
defensively,
watch the
yes,
Hawks, Dyson has a steal. Every single
he's
time.
insane. But the Hawks are really tough. Yeah. I think it's an interesting take. Like, it's going to be interesting, right? Because Trey is his contract's up this year, and I believe he's unrestricted. So that's where it gets interesting. Like, I don't know where you would see him going. Like, it's tough, right? Because he's
Get him
kind
on
of
the
a
Wolves,
very
man.
I know I haven't looked at their finances, but that's where damn Trey's shooting 37% from the field
Yeah,
this
dude,
year.
not
That is
good.
brutal.
Not good. The
Yeah,
efficiency.
that is the efficiency's not there. I'm trying to pull up his contract.
Nah,
Um,
dude. Don't do all that. Let's cut this here. We do appreciate all you guys. This was like our first real live stream. Had some technical difficulties the other day. First of all,
yeah,
really appreciate all of you guys supporting the YouTube channel and the videos. Thank you to Mr. TD, to Nicholas F, and to some other guys, Oxyon, for some questions in the comments. We are going to do every podcast on playback. So
yeah,
if you guys want to like come on the stage and talk to us after we're done with the film breakdown stuff, definitely do that. Definitely download playback and come on. We hopefully record every Sunday night. Maybe it'll be different, but yeah, if you see that JD live, come hop in on playback. Drop some questions. We can talk. We can hang out. Maybe watch some games in the future. So thank you guys a lot. Max, you got anything else?
yeah. I just learned about this thing on YouTube. I think if you click like a crown or something like that, it like promotes um the clip or the video or anything like that. If you could do that, it's extremely helpful for us in the
Yeah, I
channel
think
on
it's called
YouTube.
hype. I haven't even looked
Hype,
into it.
yes. Hype, yes. If you can hype, that would be incredible. If not, just always liking, leaving a comment. We love to answer comments, so please do that. It really helps. And subscribing, obviously, sharing with your friends, anything like that really helps the show. Appreciate that, Mr. TD. Thanks for really helping us at the end here. That was clutch of you. And then on Spotify, Apple Music's wherever you Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get your podcasts. If you could leave a comment, share with your friends, it really helps us out a lot. But other than that, Jordan, you got anything else?
No, close us out, brother.
Road to 10K. Jordan's at 8.48. Let's see if we can get him to 10K by next episode here next Sunday. But thank you all for listening. We will be back later, and peace.